Do you think they should have insisted on a ceasefire before these talks even happened?
I don't necessarily think you have to have a ceasefire before diplomacy, but what I do think is you shouldn't conduct diplomacy making concessions up front. One of the concessions that has particularly concerned me is the report that the United States is prepared to recognize Crimea, which is sovereign Ukrainian territory, as sovereign Russian territory. Not even China has done that. And the United States of America is talking about doing it. So I am very concerned about some of the preemptive concessions. But as far as I'm concerned, diplomacy, feeling out what is possible and trying to get to a result that Ukraine can be proud of and stand behind, that is the right thing to do. And I think in this, President Trump should stay in close coordination with President Zelensky. Now let's see today what actually happens, because it's unclear to me exactly who's going to be at the table or what's going to be on the table. But from my point of view, the issue is not the threshold question of whether or not there should be talks. A lot of what the Trump administration says is there's a choice here between peace and war. To me, that's not the choice. There's a choice between a false peace that is effectively a surrender to Putin and a real peace that gives Ukraine the backing it needs to ensure this never happens again and that Ukraine emerges from this war a strong, robust, resilient democracy with the capacity to defend itself. We need a real peace, not a false peace, and that's what I hope the administration will push for.